Hey guys, this is Andre behind the camera, and Nathan and I are at the Grand Canyon National Park, and we're about to show you this fully custom built Nissan Titan truck that's meant for national parks work. Hey dude.
Hey guys, how's it going? What you're looking at here is, well, initially started off as a Nissan Titan XD with a gas engine. They had a word with the National Parks Foundation and this, the Grand Canyon Conservancy. These guys wanted a vehicle that could basically overland and be used as an educational tool and be used for maintenance and pretty much everything else that's needed in this area. Now, while this doesn't look like your regular Grand Canyon area, we're just outside the rim, and this area is going to be turned into sort of an outdoor classroom for disadvantaged kids and kids who want to learn about conservancy. So, what about the truck? It's a special truck because it's completely modified in order to handle overlanding work and all the stuff that they need for this agency. So, come on, let's have a look.
Let's do a wide view first because it's a big vehicle, right dude?
It is indeed.
It's a crew cab, it's been stretched over 2 feet, and it's got a trailer in the back. Check it out, guys. So in this video, we're gonna kind of walk through all the features that they put on this truck and show you the entire thing. Because there's a lot going on. Let's start with the front bumper.
All right, come on guys. It's a proper winch and bumper.
So this is an ADD, Addictive Desert Designs Honey Badger, because it don't care.
It don't care.
And of course there's hiding in there is a Warn 12S winch with a special hook. There it is, it's a beefy hook, dude.
Now throughout the vehicle you're gonna see Baja design lights. And they're purpose-built, it's not just there for looks. Everything on this truck is purpose-built. So even though it looks pretty cool with the wrap, it's actually a reason for this. This is actually the color of the foundation. Now, before we go any further, to understand why this truck is in existence, Nissan started a program called Calling All Titans about 2 years ago. And what they did was they started building trucks for special organizations. Purpose-built Titans. And this is the final version. This is the final truck. Come on, let's have a look over here. By the way, suspension lift.
Yeah, so let me just show you really quick. So Icon Vehicle Dynamics suspension, it's a 3-inch lift, front and rear. In the rear, we'll show you in a second what they did because they had to add extra air helpers, and we'll show that to you in a second. Of course, it's riding on a 35-inch tall tire. It's got really cool wheels and Nitto Trail Grappler mud terrain tire. But if you open the door, what happens?
Ready? Ta-da! Folding step.
Power steps. It's AMP research. I mean, you've seen these steps on some other projects and some other manufactured trucks, but it's very handy because this truck is 3 inches taller. The interior is basically stock, right?
Yeah, it is.
Although they've added basically a tablet in here.
And also show them the compressor.
And in the middle, there's an air compressor for the air suspension in the rear. It's for load leveling, it's to support the extra load. This truck has about 2,900 pounds of payload, and it's using a lot of it already. Of course, it has some additional gadgets here for navigation, because this truck is meant to go off-road for a very, very long time, maybe weeks or 2 weeks at a time, to do some repair work for the park.
That is correct. I think what we should do is probably go around the back.
Sure.
Come on, guys. There's a lot of other journalists here. This is a special event that Nissan's put together for us to see their vehicles. Most of them are overlanding. This is a special project, as we mentioned before. You can see here on the graphics, obviously, that it's been donated.
Yeah. So let's talk about the bed really quick before we get to the tent on top.
Indeed.
So this is a CM truck bed. It's a kind of a service body because it has a lot of extra storage. For example, like this cubby hole here for storage, and there's a giant one on the other side, but in the middle here is a generator. And obviously when you're doing work off the grid, you need power, right dude?
That's right. In fact, they were saying that the National Park Service would really like to use that generator as a backup emergency generator in this area, because once again, there are going to be settlements here for people to live in, and well, it really helps to have backup. Now they do also have the CG 220XL, which is a pool. see if I can get this.
It's kind of a tray, cargo tray.
Right. Now, if the trailer wasn't here, this would be able to come out about 8 feet. So it is a full, proper bed with tie downs.
And this is why they had to stretch the truck about 2 feet, because this is a crew cab, usually comes with about 6.5 foot bed. This is a full 8 foot bed option.
That is correct, yes.
So, and it's got a lot of storage compartments, and of course, a tent.
Yeah, that is a CVT tent, not to be confused with the transmission. It's a rooftop tent that's built to hold 2 people. Now, that tent does collapse and weighs a little under 200 pounds. Here's the cool part. You also have this structure here, which can hold the tent and other components, including these gas cans.
Yes, also lights. So let me try to get underneath really quick, because this truck has special suspension on underneath. As we've said, you can kind of see it's got additional air helpers, shocks, Icon shocks. I mean, this is a very serious piece of machinery. Air tanks. So we're not driving this truck today. It's actually going to go to the Overland show for a couple days, and then it's going to be put to work.
That's right.
It's going to be really a working truck. So
there is something else, though, about underneath that I don't think you were able to see. They were able to actually put a much larger fuel cell in there. I believe it's about 55 gallons, a lot bigger than your standard fuel tank.
heck yeah, you need that off-road.
That's right. Now, I bet you guys are asking questions about this. The Black Series off-road trailer. This is heavily modified from the original trailer, and yes, it is built to hold up to 5 people. It's quite a beast. Check it out. This section here, if we folded the tent, unfortunately we can't do that right now, but this would be able to fold on top and hold up to 500 pounds of cargo. So this actually folds on top once the roof is folded down.
Very cool. It's got shocks there to support that. It's got a couple of hand winches for opening either the trailer or actually folding the mechanism.
That is correct. It's the only way you can really do it with this. But here's another cool part, being able to have these tires and wheels, which by the way work both on the trailer and on the truck.
Yep, so spare tires is very important in the wilderness. The Grand Canyon National Park is about 1.2 million acres, I believe. So,
yep.
I mean, it's really it's a gigantic 1.2 million square miles, I think. I mean, it's a huge place.
It is a huge area, and being able to get out there into the middle of the field, which takes days and days to get to in some cases, because we're talking about off-road into the canyon, or in some cases into the backwoods, it's nice to have something that you can actually live in. Come on, let's have a look inside.
Yeah, so actually, can you climb in there, and then I'll show them the suspension really quick, and then I'll join you. This trailer is meant to go off-road, so it has a special suspension system. You can see it here, and lots of ground clearance. Yes, the lowest part of the suspension is down there, maybe about 10 or 11 inches off the ground, but overall the entire body has so much clearance. It's really great. Additional storage boxes here. In the trailer, there's also a water tank in the trailer for additional potable water.
It's a nice place to be.
Dude.
Now this bed has already been fully extended on this side, and there's extra storage underneath here. If you fold down this table, this also turns into a bed over here.
So they said it's up to 5 people, right?
I think that if you put 3 very cozy people over here, you can get them on, and then maybe 2 cozy people here.
Yes.
Or with TFL talk, you can get Roman over here and Nathan over here, and Andre could be in the roof tent up there.
And it's really windy here, guys.
Yeah, sorry about the heavy winds.
But the cool part is there's some LED lights up here as well. So really it's meant to actually go out and do work immediately.
Right, there's not a whole lot about this particular trailer that is very homey. It really is built to sleep and change inside of, but it's also built to carry cargo. And up front, it has a lot of cargo space for various things that you would need to bring on the trail. Let's have a look at that.
Yeah, and of course this trailer doesn't weigh very much. I mean, maybe 2,000-3,000
I'm
pounds.
thinking 3 with all the stuff.
Yes, but the thing is, I mean, the Titan's capable of towing so much more. Of course, an interesting part here is actually the way that the hitch is connected to the trailer. This is a fully articulating hookup which can go in 3 directions, side to side, up and down, sideways. So when you're off-road, you're not going to get in a bind where actually the hitch may disconnect from the trailer coupler, which is really nice.
It kind of works like a pincher hinge does.
Pintle, yeah.
Pintle, sorry, pincher. So let's have a look here. By the way, if we were able to fold that, that's some cargo space right there in front.
Yes, more cargo areas here.
Yeah. One final thing. Ta-da! Now that is great for the field.
Yes, a lot of power generation. There's an air, provisions for compressed air.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's a lot of capability built into this truck. And this truck will be at the Overland Expo West this weekend in May.
And we will be there this Friday. Guys, if you're there, we hope we saw you. If you're not, then maybe we'll see you next time.
All right, thank you guys, and come back to tfltruck.com for more news views and real-world truck reviews.
Ciao.